It seems we have forgotten how a gaming laptop should look like. But Thunderrobot reminds us how it should really look like. The manufacturer ignored new trends, so the 911 GT appeared before us in all the glory of gaming aesthetics, radiating power and healthy aggression. And the feeling is nowhere more powerful. Let's check it in action. It is worth taking the Thunderrobot 911 GT box in hand to understand. This thing just has to be powerful enough to tear up any games in all modes. It's no joke. Along with the power supply and packaging, the weight of the laptop reaches 7 kilograms. Some desktops will be lighter. Massive, aggressive Thunderrobot 911 GT radiates power. The novelty laughs in the face of fans of sterile aesthetics, proudly flaunting its purpose. Large illuminated logo, broken lid lines, styled speakers for air intakes and cooling system nozzles. Is the coolness counter still going off scale? Then add a glowing inscription with the name of the company and the bright red color of some elements. The mobility of the Thunderrobot 911 GT is limited. With it is not so convenient to type text while lying on the couch, and once again it is not a hunt to move. Such a colossus laptop will not fit into every backpack, let alone weight. To begin with, its power supply weighs nearly a couple of kilos. If desired, you can connect the monitor and peripherals, completely replacing the desktop PC with a laptop, for which there are all the necessary connectors. However, the device's own screen is an excuse to refuse any additional solutions. The model is IPS matrix with a diagonal of 17.3 inches and a resolution of 1920 by 1080. The display of the novelty supports the refresh rate of 144 Hz, an excellent solution for dynamic games and esports. The difference from 60 Hz is noticeable clearly. For casual gamers, a frame rate of 144 FPS will ensure smoothness, and a cyber sportsman will win at any game, so even minor movements and movements of the opponent are more noticeable. The keyboard of the Thunderrobot 911 GT is stiff and designed so that it requires hitting the center of the button. Not the most comfortable option for esports, where you need a clear and fast response when pressed. So for best results, it is better to connect a third-party device. Inside there is a modern Intel Core i7 8750H processor, a GeForce GTX 1060 video accelerator from Nvidia with 6GB onboard GDDR5 and 16GB of fast DDR4 memory. There are a couple of drives for installing programs and storing data. The first, high-speed SSD with NVMe interface, is good for OS and other applications demanding speed of access. The second is the traditional HDD. It is not so fast, but it has a volume of 1 TB. Separately, it is worthwhile to dwell on the processor, which has become the most significant change relative to the previous modification of the Thunderrobot 911 GT. The 8th generation of Intel processors surpasses its predecessors in almost all parameters. The Core i7 8750H has 6 physical cores, each of which is capable of processing data in 2 streams. A noticeable increase, if compared with the 48 formula, which is relevant for the Core i7 7700HQ model, was exactly the same as last year's 911 GT. Together with the cores, the L3 cache has also grown from 6 to 9 MB. The only thing in which the old processor model surpasses the beginner is the base frequency. In the Core i7 7700HQ, it is 2800 MHz, and in the fresh Core i7 8750H it is 2200 MHz. But the system of automatic overclocking of individual cores in the new product works more efficiently and reaches an impressive 4100 MHz against the 3800 MHz of its predecessor. Remarkably, with all the improvements, the heat emission of the new processor did not increase. In performance, the device did not lose face. Let's start with synthetic benchmarks. PC Mark 10, which determines the overall potential of the system, that in a more specialized 3D Mark model showed itself from the best side. Of particular interest are processor tests, where a clear advantage of the 6-core solution over past solutions is noticeable. While in gaming the trend has continued. You cannot frowning to run any modern titles in Full HD and at maximum settings. Much of the entertainment in this mode gives the reference 60 FPS, and even higher. In conclusion, ThunderRobot 911 GT brilliantly copes with what it was created for. Powerful stuffing, high-quality sound and a display with a frequency of 144 Hz allow you to fully plunge into the gameplay. But if necessary, the laptop copes with other tasks as well. Processing of large images, video editing thanks to solid characteristics. Let us know your take on the ThunderRobot 911 GT 8th Gen in the comments below.